is a continuation of the earlier talks, 3 or 4 of them. What we'll be doing is we'll be in the first 5 minutes or so, we'll be quickly going through what we have done so far, and then we'll touch today's topic of how to manage stress. Yeah. Okay. Presentation outline is here. First we'll be saying what is stress, what is it. Then how do you know you are under stress, what are the effects on mind and body, what are suggested remedies. This is all basically a review of what we have done before. Now starts today's topic of managing stress. How do you do it? Suppress, control, utilize, and then a summary of today's. It is said that it is not a problem of what we learn, but it is a problem what we learn and don't practice, and that's why we forget. Today's stress is any type of stress that we have is because we have forgotten something or other from the past. One of the stress related diseases is the heart disease, and it seems that the first heart disease was detected around 1890. Till 1890 the heart disease itself was unknown. Okay, even the personal physician of President of US has said that I have seen the first patient in about 1890 time. So it is so recent. Even in Indian literature, where the operation of eye has been described, operation of heart has not been described, which is much easier. There is no record of operation of heart. One of the reasons being, maybe it was not there at that time. The stress related diseases were not there at that time. It was not that stress was not. But some of these diseases are of recent origin because we keep on forgetting the history that we are supposed to learn. And how do we take it from there? Is we revise, review, and we see how much of what we have learned so far are we practicing. So, what is stress? Stress is, actually there is no word called as stress. This is what I had said last time. The actual word is distress, and distress is suffering caused by pain, worry, illness or exhaustion. Simple definition. Yeah? Suffering. First is suffering. If there is no suffering, there is no stress. So far as we don't feel some kind of suffering, there is no stress, there is no distress. And the suffering can be by pain, by worry, by illness or exhaustion. This is a complete definition of stress. How do you see stress? There are many ways of seeing stress. You can go to the doctor, take your ECG, you can take your pulse, you can see if it is less than 70 or more than 70. The stress is there. You can feel your temple. These are some of the things you can try out. Yeah. One of the easiest ways is to look at your nails. Yeah. If your nails are looking like this, in fact nails is one of the best indicators of stress in life. One of the best. Have a look at your nails right now, and you can have a look at each of your nails, and you will see what kind of stress. You can also see how long the stress was there, for how many months or days, etc., and you can also see why that stress is there. You can relate all these things together just by observing your nails. In fact, you will see that when you go to doctor, first thing he sees is your nails. When he is actually looking at your pulse, he is also looking at your nails. If your nails are having vertical lines like this one here, you are under stress. This is one of the first signs of stress. Yeah. If your nails are having this kind of sign, white signs, then again, yes? Okay. We are going fast here because this is something that we have done before. Yeah. So we are not going into detail. If you are having this kind of marks on the side of nails, then you are again under stress. These are also marks. This is a mark of the skin going out. This also happens under stress. and there are 2 marks. The last one, where the nail here looks almost divided. There are horizontal lines on the nail. There are horizontal markings on the nail, or the nail looks somewhat having some kind of depressions, like the upper one also. The 2 marked in red. If this is happening to you, you need to go to doctor immediately. Don't even wait for the end of the lecture. Go immediately to the doctor. This is the way. This is one of the ways you can understand whether you are under stress. A stress that is unmanageable. Okay? Is that clear? Can I go ahead? Okay. Now, there are 3 things. One is a symptom, one is a cause, one is a problem. Why don't you sit here? Yeah, that will be better, because I will be standing somewhere here. Okay. Yeah. There is symptom of stress, there is a cause of stress, and there is a problem of stress. The symptom of stress could be headache. When you have got headache, you take Anacin or you take Aspro. Simple. You are treating the symptom. The cause of the headache is more energy or more blood going to the head, and it is not circulating. That's why the headache. So you do something about the blood flow. That is, you are treating the cause. And the problem, when you come to treating the problem, is when you know what is causing that blood to thicken, what is causing that headache. That cause, when you treat, you are treating the problem. How do you see that you are under stress? Behavioral symptoms is appetite changes, either you eat too much or too little. There are eating disorders like anorexia, bulimia. Everybody knows what is anorexia? No, I see some. Okay. Anorexia is feeling that you are too fat. Because you feel that you are too fat, you eat too little. Okay? Because you eat too little, your body doesn't get nourishment, and you actually become thin. But still you feel you are fat. So you eat even less. These people typically would be eating maybe 1 grape a day, or maybe half a banana a day, that kind of thing. Yeah. And subsequently what happens is they bring up some other disease which the doctor is able to treat. Bulimia is exactly opposite, feeling that you are too thin. So you eat and eat. Okay. Increase intake of alcohol and drugs. That is what people do. Increase smoking, restlessness, fidgeting, nail biting, and hypochondria. Hypochondria is a symptom where you feel that something is wrong with you. So you again and again go to doctor, pester him. Doctor, I am not feeling well. I don't know what is wrong. Doctor takes all the tests. There is nothing wrong. He tells you that there is nothing wrong, but you are not happy with that. You go to another doctor till the doctor tells you something is wrong. And you are happy with that something is wrong. So that is called as hypochondria. The feeling, always feeling that there is something wrong. You are not feeling up to the mark. You are feeling lazy. You are not having energy. You are having more energy, whatever. But something is wrong. You are not normal. When you have that feeling, it is called as hypochondria. Remedies. What are the remedies? Remedies for stress. What is it? Everybody is able to see? Banana. If you are under stress, if you are worried, eat a banana. As many as you want. As many. You can't more than 6 anyway. But even 2 bananas a day is quite good. Yeah, there are some certain scientific reasons behind it, why banana only. But practical reasons are banana are available all the time. They are cheaply available. They are fresh. There is hardly any contamination in that. Doesn't matter what form you take, it is always covered. So contamination is not there. Yeah. Now if you can, eat it with the skin. If you can't, just eat the center. Okay? Yeah. All these things have to be done under the guidance of your doctor. If a doctor is telling you to not to do something, certain things, yes, then you will have to do something else. Like for example, we require sugar for our regular energy. But if you are diabetic, then you will have to take that sugar in some other form. That caution is there in every single one that we have. But in the first place, diabetes is either genetic or it is stress diabetes.